Have you ever felt like your reflection knows something you don't? Mia is washing her face, lost in thought when she glances up. Her reflection is smiling, but she isn't. It's a smile that sends chills down her spine. What's going on? As she stares, her reflection lifts a knife, glinting ominously in the light. Panic sets in. Is this a trick of the mind or something more sinister? She blinks, hoping to wake from this nightmare, but the reflection remains, eerily calm. It's as if it's daring her to make a choice. What would you do in that moment? Would you confront the darkness staring back at you or turn away? The line between reality and illusion blurs, and Mia realizes that sometimes the scariest battles are the ones we fight within ourselves. So, what's your reflection hiding? Share your thoughts below, and let's dive into the shadows together. Have you ever woken up and felt like you were being crushed? Michael did, and it was just the beginning of his nightmare. He opens his eyes, heart racing, but he can't move. Panic sets in as he feels an invisible force pinning him down. Then out of the corner of his eye he sees it, a dark shape slithering from under the bed. What is it? Is it real or just a figment of his imagination? The room feels colder, shadows stretching like fingers across the walls. He tries to scream, but no sound escapes his lips. The creature inches closer, its eyes glinting with a sinister hunger. In that moment, Michael realizes he's not alone. The weight on his chest isn't just fear, it's the weight of something far more sinister. What would you do if you were in his shoes? Would you fight or freeze? Share your thoughts below and let's dive into the darkness together. Have you ever felt like someone was watching you? Jenny did. Every night she locked her bedroom door, convinced it was her safe haven. But at 3 a.m., everything changed. The door creaked open, and her heart raced. She grabbed her phone flashlight, illuminating the dark room. And then she saw it, a shadow creeping along the wall. Panic surged through her. Who was there? But when she turned, the room was empty. Just silence. Was it her imagination? Or something more sinister? Sometimes the scariest things are the ones we can't see. What would you do in her place? Share your thoughts below. And remember, not all shadows are harmless. What if a single photo could unravel a mystery you never knew existed? Emma just discovered an old picture buried in her camera roll. It's a snapshot of her as a child, beaming with joy. But there's something chilling about it. Next to her stands a man in black, his face obscured, his presence unsettling. Curiosity piqued, she rushes to her parents, eager to uncover the truth. "Who is this man?" she asks, her heart racing. But their response sends shivers down her spine. There was no man. Silence fills the room. How could that be? Emma's mind races with questions. Was it a trick of the light? A figment of her imagination? Or something more sinister? As she stares at the photo, she feels a connection to the unknown figure, a pull that she can't explain. What secrets lie hidden in our memories? What if the past is not as it seems? Dive into the mystery with Emma and share your thoughts. Have you ever found something that changed everything? Comment below and let's unravel this together. Have you ever felt like someone was watching you? Imagine walking home at midnight, the streets empty, the air thick with silence. Suddenly a whisper cuts through the stillness. "Follow me." You spin around, heart racing, but there's no one there. Just shadows and the echo of your own breath. But then it happens again. Closer this time, right inside your ear. Panic sets in. What do? Do you follow the voice? Or do you run? This isn't just a story. It's a choice we all face. Sometimes, the unknown calls to us, tempting us to step into the darkness. But what if that darkness holds secrets we're not ready to uncover? What if the voice is leading you to something terrifying? Or maybe, just maybe, it's a chance to discover who you really are. So what would you do? Would you follow the whisper or turn back? Let me know in the comments. Your choice could change everything. Every night the footsteps echo down the stairs. But tonight Anna is ready. She grips her phone, heart racing, recording every sound. The creaking gets louder, each step sending chills down her spine. She glances around, but the room is empty. Just shadows and silence. But the footsteps keep coming, closer and closer. She can feel the tension building, the air thick with dread. What could it be? A ghost? A prank? She holds her breath, waiting for the moment of truth. Finally, she stops the recording, her hands trembling. She plays it back, and her heart drops. There in the video is a figure standing right behind her, eyes locked on the camera. Panic surges through her. Who is it? How did they get in? She spins around, but the room is still empty. Was it just her imagination? Or is something sinister lurking in the shadows? What would you do in her place? Comment below and share your thoughts. This could happen to anyone. Have you ever felt like you were being watched? Imagine waking up to find your own shadow staring back at you. But you're not moving. That's exactly what happened to David. He jolted awake, heart racing. And there it was. His shadow on the wall, eerily still. But then, it did something terrifying. It lifted its arm and pointed right at him. David's breath caught in his throat. What was happening? The shadow began to step closer, inching forward as if it had a mind of its own. Panic surged through him. Was this a nightmare or something far worse? He wanted to scream, to run, but his body felt frozen. The shadow loomed larger, its dark form stretching across the room. Just when he thought he couldn't take it anymore, it whispered his name. "David," it said, "come play with me." In that moment, he realized this wasn't just a shadow. It was a part of him, a reflection of his fears. What would you do if your shadow came to life? Share your thoughts below and let's dive into the darkness together. Have you ever captured a moment that turned out to be something completely different? Clara thought she was just taking a fun group selfie with her friends. They laughed, posed, and made silly faces, creating memories they'd cherish forever. But when Clara checked the photo later, her heart dropped. Behind them, a pale figure with an eerie smile was lurking, and none of them remembered anyone standing there. What if that figure was more than just a trick of the light? What if it was a reminder that some moments are not just for us? Clara felt a chill run down her spine. Was it a ghost? A glitch? Or something even more sinister? As she shared the photo with her friends, they all felt a wave of unease wash over them. They laughed it off, but deep down, they knew something was off. Have you ever experienced something like this? A moment that seemed innocent but left you questioning everything? Share your stories in the comments. And remember, sometimes the things we can't see are the most haunting of all. What if a simple game night turned into your worst nightmare? Meet Jake, a curious boy who stumbles upon an ancient board game hidden in the attic. Dusty and forgotten, it calls to him like a siren. He brushes off the cobwebs and rolls the dice, excitement bubbling inside him. But then, something strange happens. The game piece moves on its own, gliding across the board, and spells out 3 chilling words. You lose. Suddenly the lights flicker and plunge him into darkness. Heart racing, he fumbles for his phone, but the screen is dead. Panic sets in as he realizes he's not alone. Shadows dance around him, whispering secrets of the game. What did he awaken? Is it just a game? Or has he unleashed something far more sinister? Jake must decide. Will he play on or try to escape? What would you do in his shoes? Comment below with your thoughts and share this if you dare to play the game yourself. At 2 a.m. the house is silent. But then, Alex hears it. A soft, familiar voice calling from the kitchen. "Alex, come here!" His heart races. It's his mom. But wait, she's supposed to be asleep. He hesitates, the darkness wrapping around him like a cold blanket. The lights flicker ominously, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Just as he takes a step forward, his phone buzzes violently in his pocket. Confused, he pulls it out. A message from Mom. "Don't go downstairs." Panic surges through him. Who is calling him? Is it really his mom? The flickering lights grow dimmer and the air feels heavy. He stands frozen, torn between the voice he trusts and the warning that chills him to the bone. What would you do? Would you follow the voice or heed the warning? Comment below with your choice. And remember, sometimes the scariest things are the ones that sound the most familiar.